So, almost ready to get underway. And today's starter, Freddie Peralta. Singy, he's a guy that can rack up a lot of strikeouts.
Well, last year, kind of around the league average in terms of ERA. And you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out. And not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Bowers under it. 1 down. As we take a look at the Padres lineup, one guy swinging a hot bat recently, Luis Arraez.
Now, this is a player that's, hit over 300 for his career in terms of batting average, and being able to do that, that is extremely good bat-to-ball skills that he's had for a long time. He's just got a real consistent approach, uses all fields, and he's got a game plan when he comes to the plate. So let's just keep our eyes on him. I think it's pretty hard to take your eyes off of him.
And here is Jake Cronenworth. Throw, save! Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
And here it comes. Line drive. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. That's out number 2.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
And he deals. Now a fly ball to right center. Hauls it in to end the inning. Padres leave 1. Now it's the Brewers' turn. It's a scoreless ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can,
Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. Someone who makes things happen for them, in part with his legs, Owen Miller.
Well, Boog, you know I love guys that can run, and this guy has great speed. We'll see in this game if he gets a chance to.
That one is absolutely belted. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Drove that ball nicely. Put a great swing on it, and it jumped off his bat. Trying to put it all together there, and he's rewarded with the double.
1 down. And now it's William Contreras. That one clips the outside corner. 1 and 2.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Kicks and deals. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
The 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. 3rd foul ball in a row.
That's hard hit in the line. And that should be extra bases. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0. Contreras into second, and he's got a double.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
And at second with 1 away, Willie Adames stands in. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Now here's Jake Bowers.
Lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare.
That's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we New inning getting started. The batter will be the shortstop, Ha-Sung Kim. The 1-1. Swing and a foul straight back. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Gets to it, on to first. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike.
Well, that slider was way out of the zone, and for me, it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your two-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss, as you did right there.
And here comes Sander Bogarts. Bowers snags it, and there are two down. Luis Campusano, the next up for the Padres. Ball to strike. The pitch. And that's a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side. And the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Next offering is in for a strike.
2 strikes.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Bowers makes the grab, and that's the inning. Bottom half of inning number 2, and it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish. Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Ornelas makes the catch. 2 away now. Now the third baseman, Andrew Monasterio.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 3 up. Back here at American Family Field, top half of the third inning, and now it's Tirso Ornelas. Check swing. He went, and the count is even 2-2. And that's outside. The pitch. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Fires over to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. So the San Diego batting order turns over. And next is the designated hitter, Luis Arraez. Next offering is in for a strike.
A 1-2 count, all he's seen is fastballs. You've got to expect something off speed. Stay back.
That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
1 out, base is empty. That one misses. And now it's 3-2. On the ground, right side. A dive. He's got it. It's there, and that's a great play.
Look at how he dives right there. Is able to pop up to both knees. Not enough time to get to his feet, but he threw a cannon across the diamond to get the runner.
And another ball. Bounced out to short. Adames, the throw to first. Padres go down 1-2. Set for the bottom of the third. Now it's going to be Owen Miller. The pitch. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the ball straight to it. That's great work right there. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Oh, that's out.
And another ball.
Well, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity, try to get a rollover, something on the ground, stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Wouldn't chase that time. That's to third. Machado. Off balance speed. There's one. Oh, to first. Safe. Next for the Brewers, Sal Frelick. And a pitch. And there he goes. Pitch is low. Throw to second. He's safe. Two now. Back foot slider struck him out.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there, and I would laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in, kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
Gets it to first. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. Brewers strand one. They lead it 1-0. And we're back. Start of the fourth. And now the first baseman, Jake Cronenworth. And a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. Stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
The Brewers leading by a run here in game one of this 3-game set. And there's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did. He did it perfectly.
Here's a 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Well, pretty clear to me, he's trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
The 1-2. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. And there's one away.
Yeah, that was a wasted RBI opportunity, but competitor like him, he is looking forward to making up for it in his next at-bat.
2 on, 1 out. Xander Bogaerts, the next up for the Padres. 2 on, 1 out.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boo.
And that's off the inside edge. It's 2-2. Tying run in scoring position. Top half of inning number 4. Kicks and fires. Good job to fight that one off.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
And the righty deals. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. In the air, out towards left center. Squeezes it, and there's 2 down. Luis Campusano, the next up for the Padres. That one missed. Cronenworth at second. Machado at first. 2 out of the inning. And that's outside. 3-1.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
Hard liner. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that's the third out. Padres leave a pair. And it remains 1-0. Bottom of the fourth. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Willie Adames.
2-2, down.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for strike 3.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Base hit, so they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Off the bat, that one registered at 105 miles per hour, man. That is smoking, and these days you hear it all the time, but the numbers just don't lie. If you can drive a ball like that, more often than not, you're picking up a knock.
Got him swinging.
Just a great slider right there, and I think the key for pitchers and what hitters don't want to see is if a pitcher misses with that pitch, that he misses off the edge of the strike zone rather than in the middle of the strike zone. And right there.
Well, got to pause on that thought, as that'll do it for the inning. Milwaukee leaves 1, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Great to have you with us here on Jackie Robinson Day. We go to the top of the 5th. Now batting Jurickson Profar. The 2-1.
That's out.
Singy here on Jackie Robinson Day. What comes to mind?
Courage. I think about what Jackie Robinson had to endure to be a Major League Baseball player, what he had to deal with in society, but also what he had to deal with in his own clubhouses. To be able to go out there and do that day in and day out, man, that just speaks courage to me.
Center field drifts towards it. Makes the grab, 1 down. Digging in, Tirso Ornelas.
Tirso Ornelas.
Rips one to right. Dives, but it's off his glove. Base hit. So the 1-out hit turns the lineup over.
Everything came together for him. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Luis Arraez stands in. The 1-1. Now a screamer into the outfield. It bangs off the wall. Throw cut off to second. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. Tatis waits. Adames sends it across to first, but the game is tied as the run comes in. Jake Cronenworth, the next up for the Padres. Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. He's under it. Brings it in, and that's the 3rd out. Back here in Milwaukee, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the 3rd baseman, Andrew Monasterio. And that's outside. And now 2-2.
This game has been so tight, feels like the next team to score will win it.
The pitch. That one hit to right. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. And it beats him for the first out after the drop third strike.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
And that one missing low.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Bogarts. Not in time. He legs it out. And now it's Christian Yelich.
The designated hitter, Christian Yelich.
That misses. Now 2 balls and a strike. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Flips to second, and that's 2.
Got the batter to hit it exactly where he wanted. That textbook 6-4-3 double play, gets out of the jam and back in the dugout.
We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Colin Ray. This is his 5th appearance of the year. And now it's Manny Machado. The wind of the pitch. That's in there, and it's 1-2.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you...
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there, on its way, gone. A gigantic blast. And just like that, they're out front. It's 2-1.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
And now the shortstop, Ha-Sung Kim. Right-handed reliever. Here's a rocket out to left. Fraley hits it away, and there's one down. And here is Xander Bogaerts. One down, base is empty. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Luis Campusano, the next up for the Padres. Now move to first, and he's back in safely. One run across in the frame so far, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Stays alive. That to right. He's got it. 2 down. Now the left fielder, Jurickson Profar. And the right-hander deals. Profar gets a piece there. Two outs. That one ripped right center field. And it one-hops the wall. Headed for the plate. He scores, and they lead by 2.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
And the batter now, Tirso Ornelas. Headed towards the corner, sizing this one up. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. But 2 back here at American Family Field. Now the number 2 hitter, Sal Fraley. The pitch. That one ripped, but foul.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. In the air on the infield. Machado under it. He makes the grab. And there's one away. Next for Milwaukee, William Contreras.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop up and an easy out for the defense.
Now it's the shortstop, Willie Adames. Right-hander kicks, deals. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Well, just about to hit that century mark. 100 pitches for this game.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
You can see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Off the mark there, and the count is 2-2. Ground ball right side. Tosses to first, and they get Adames for the out. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the top of the 7th, and now the DH, Luis Arraez. And out number 1 on the ground.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. On the ground. Oh, great stop. On the run, sends it over to first. And he beats the throw very close right there.
It's a good hustle. If you're talking about an emerging leader on a team, those are the things that are going to be necessary for him to do to set that example.
Tatis runs. That's in for a strike. Safe at second with a stolen base. Tatis over at second, 1 down. Runner goes again. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Ray throws over. Man at second. Runner on the move again. Bows it back with 2 strikes. Righty to the plate. Runner goes again. There's a ball. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
In this game, you got to take what the other team is giving you. Right there, they were giving him the steal of third base. Didn't check his lead. Catcher doesn't throw very well. So you got to take that back. Get your team that much closer to scoring a run.
Next pitch is outside.
Don't be surprised to ball on the ground to the corners that they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
Out to center. Sizes this one up. And makes the grab. Runner tags from third. It's a sac fly as he comes across to score, and they take a 3-run lead. So the Brewers bring on a new pitcher from the pen, Elvis Peguero.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Here's Machado. He had a big swing back in the 6th. The solo shot that figures into this game in a pretty big way right now.
Yeah, that was a big swing of the bat, and he's going to be looking for more, trying to add on to this lead right here.
That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. And that extends the inning. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
And now it's going to be Ha-Sung Kim. And that chance handled. They get the force. That ends the frame. And we're back. And now the center fielder, Jake Bauers. They turn things over to the southpaw, Wandy Peralta. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
One ball.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
Now he breaks his bat. Sends it to first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Now
Felt pretty good for the pitcher. Absolutely sawed him off. Bat explodes. And he makes an easy play on it. Pretty satisfying if you're out there on the ball.
And the batter now is Rhys Hoskins. High fly ball out into left center field. And there's 2 away.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
So digging in, Jackson Chourio. And a pitch. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
One ball.
The Brewers trailing by 3 here at the bottom of the 7th. And there's a ball.
It's a good take.
And another ball. Bogarts with the throw to first. Gets him easily, ends the inning. Down quietly, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Back here in Milwaukee, we're at the top of the 8th. It's Xander Bogaerts now. Lifted in the air, right field. Puts it away for the out, and there's 1 down. And now the catcher comes up to him. Luis Campusano. Lifted in the air, right center field. Chourio makes the play, and there's 2 down. Jurickson Profar, the next up for the Padres. Two down, nobody on. On the ground, right side, Miller. That's out number 3. Padres down in order as they on to the bottom of the 8th, leading off Andrew Monasterio. Ball to strike. And that one finds its way through. So a man on base to start the inning.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. That was one of those swings that feels like you're swinging an aluminum bat. It jumped off so hard, squared it up, and it went screaming at 108 miles per hour.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
The Padres leading by 3 here the bottom half of the 8th inning. And it stays fair. Monasterio around second, headed for third. Coming home. He'll score easily, and now just a 2-run deficit.
Back-to-back base hits. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
That's that classic wipeout slider below the zone right there. Just nasty. Looks like a fastball thigh high that you got to protect the zone, and then it's just that late break that fools you and kind of makes you look silly.
Throw over to Cronenworth. Play is made, 2 out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Johnny Brito comes on now.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Swing and a miss, and that is that. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now 4-2. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Obi Milner.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
That's a little bit low.
2 balls, 1 strike.
To the right side, Miller whips it to first. And the leadoff man retired here in the 9th. Now it's the DH, Luis Arraez.
Luis Arraez.
Here comes a pitch. Lifted in the air down the left side. That one gets down for a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. So man aboard, 1 down, and it's Tatis at the plate. Arraez, the base runner at first with 1 out. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. The throw is wild and it gets away.
Now batting.
Jake Cronenworth, the next up for the Padres. Two on, 1 out. Out to short. It's through for a hit. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only 1 away.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep. Now the base is loaded. Big opportunity for them to break this game open.
Here's Manny Machado now. On the ground is second, might be 2. To Adames, that's 1. And it's 2.
Just trying to sneak one through with the bases loaded, but an excellent job by the defense to turn that one and get out of this jam.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Willie Adames. Righty delivers. Good eye on that spot.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Fastball in for a strike. 2-2. And another ball.
That two-seam fastball is usually coupled with a slider away, and when a hitter's conscious of the pitch in, it's hard for him to cover middle away, and that's where a pitcher can really finish off that batter.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
Caught him looking for the K.
Tunneled that pitch. Thought it was going to be a slider breaking in off the plate, but it plugged the corner. And at that point, when he recognized it, it was just too late.
So it's their last chance in this one. Up now for Milwaukee, Rhys Hoskins. Bogarts. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Padres take game 1 of the series on the road.
Well, someone from the bullpen had to come in, get a big out, and then had a little time to think about it before he went back out to get the final 3 outs of this ball game. Nonetheless, outstanding job.